So I know a lot of people have actually been waiting for me to make this video. I'm gonna be giving you guys my best tips to easily get out of diamond. Diamond, in my opinion, overall might be the hardest rank to get out of. Obviously, okay, not if you're like Eerie, not if you're top 250. Those are the very top rare percent of the world, right? So if you're Eerie and you're top 250 or you're up there, then don't comment saying, oh, I got out of diamond really easily. No, I'm not talking about you, bro. This video is not for you. If you're not hard stuck diamond, then don't comment on this video. Some of you might have barely gotten to diamond. Some of you can't even get to diamond. Some of you might have gotten reset to back to diamond and you can't even get out anymore. This is the start of the higher ranks, right? Gold, plat, all that stuff, easy to get out of, right? But in diamond, you're playing players of all different types of caliber. The crimsons, the iridescents, and the top 250s all get reset back to diamond right when the new season starts, and a lot of them might not even be playing as much as they used to, so they're still all in diamond. So you might be actually playing and matching up against all X iridescents, all X top 250s, all X crimsons, right? So this might be the hardest time for you to actually get out, and you might be sitting there thinking like, damn, am I just fucking trash? Is everyone in the world diamond? Because in my opinion, everyone seems like they're diamond. All of the players that I play in these diamond ranks all have X iridescent skins. They all have iridescent calling cards, and I feel like I've never in my life played an actual real diamond, bro. This is where the game starts getting really fast. Everyone knows what they're doing. I feel like you could solo queue out of diamond, but it is gonna be a fucking grind, bro. If you could barely solo queue out of plat, I wouldn't even try to solo queue out of diamond, because honestly, you might not ever get out of it. It's just so many variables going into it. You might get some shit diamond teammates, or you might get some really good diamond teammates, but for the most part, you're probably gonna get some shit diamond teammates. So if all you do is solo queue, because I know a lot of you motherfuckers do only solo queue, and I keep trying to tell you guys to advise against it, but you guys just honestly just don't care to go out and look for teammates. All you want to do is solo queue. I don't know if you're scared to go fight teammates, or you just don't really care, to be honest with you. If you want to get out of diamond, you need to go find teammates, at least one or two of them. It doesn't have to be a full 4 stack, but if you find at least 1 or 2 teammates, it makes life a lot easier. It's still gonna be hell, trust me, because in diamond, that's when you're gonna start playing against a lot of 4 and 3 stack teams. And when you finally hit diamond, you might not even play against any plats anymore. You might only start playing against crimsons, and you can even play against iridescents, bro. And this is where the hackers start to flood in a lot. And in diamond, when you first hit it, you're gonna start realizing that you're not gonna be as good as you once were in those plat ranks, right? Like, say you do good all the time in plat, this is when you're gonna start getting shit on a little bit. This is where COD is gonna become day to day. This is where you're gonna start realizing, okay, people are actually better than me. There's people that can shoot better than me. There's people that actually play the game the right way 24/7 throughout the whole game. They make all the right plays. They're being really annoying. They just play so much faster than the other ranks. And this is where IQ really starts to come into play. You can get out of platinum with just your gunny alone, but once you get to diamond, this is gonna be the hardest part for you, and it's gonna be your IQs. But I know a lot of you motherfuckers don't know what you're doing, because I played with so many people that have no idea what they're doing and just constantly make the wrong plays over and over again and just blame their teammates, and they're just kill whoring the whole time, not knowing that they're messing up the game for us. So if you made it this far, obviously your shot is good enough to be in diamond. I kind of considered some diamonds and some crimsons really close in skill. For a majority of the people, if you did make it to diamond, you can make it to crimson. A lot of people that are supposed to be in crimson and above are just stuck in diamond because they're playing everyone around the same skill level. This is where the hidden MMR really starts to play a factor in your gameplay. From diamond all the way up to iridescent, you're gonna be playing people of the same skill level. So that's probably why it's so hard to get out of diamond at this point. You might think, okay, I deserve crimson. Okay, yeah, that might be true, but you're not gonna be playing real diamond, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. That's just how the game works. It manipulates you, and it sucks, but that's just how it is at the end of the day. So you just have to adjust to it. And also, you guys need to start studying timing. Start remembering what happens in certain situations. Even when you spawn in certain areas of the map, you need to start memorizing where you spawn and where the other team spawns in that certain situation, because more times than not, that's gonna happen to you all the time from that point out. If you don't see no one anchoring, blocking marking spawns on your team. If you don't see no one rotating, you need to be the one to take initiative and do that, because in this game a lot of people forget about that stuff and they don't think while they play. They're just in the moment. The thinking while they play is very hard for them, and you see a lot of people hitting ult. They'll be hitting ult with like 10 to 15 seconds left while 3 players are already at new setup, and there's already going to be someone that got spawned. There's already going to be someone anchoring, and they're just going to be in power position. So by the time you do get to that hill, you're just going to be fucked and you guys are all going to die, bro. And you're just going to have to face the consequences of not playing the game the right way. You can even, like, I personally don't do it because I feel like I know how to play I've been playing long enough where I know exactly what to do in most situations. It just depends on what goes on, because every single game you play is going to be different. You're never going to be put in the same situations all the time. So you just have to adjust mid-game to how other players are playing and what to do. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to make mid-game adjustments that you might not have to make earlier before in these other ranks. You can even start doing VOD review, bro. They have theater mode for a reason. Go inside theater mode, look at your last games and see what the fuck you did wrong, and implement into your head that you're not gonna do it again. Most players that can't get out of diamond is because they make the same mistakes over and over again, and they don't care to fix those mistakes. A lot of people have an ego to where they think they play the game perfectly. They think they're so good, but in reality, when they play up against other players better than them, they keep making the same mistakes and they keep getting shit on, but they're blaming their teammates. And you shouldn't be doing that at all, bro. You're a team for a reason. It's a team game. You're not playing free-for-all. You're not playing TDM. If you don't normally run an AR, but you see your other teammates aren't doing a good job at it, or you see your other teammates have a sub out, you have to make the sacrifice and run AR and do AR shit. You have to be versatile. You have to be able to do both roles. And don't be so worried about being at the top of the leaderboard in these ranks, because in these ranks, all that matters is winning, right? So if you're winning with most time on hill, but you don't have the most kills, that doesn't matter at all, because you're a big part of why your team won the game. I say this in all the ranked videos. I'm like, you guys have to start watching the CDO. I don't know if all you guys do watch the CDO, but the CDO helps tremendously. Obviously, you're not going to be able to mimic what they do exactly because they are pros that do play this game for a living, but you should be able to pick up some stuff, see where they're sitting at, see when they rotate, see what certain routes they take, and see certain timing, and copy those and implement it into your game, or at least try it. And I promise you, a lot of that stuff is gonna work, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, they actually know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And communication is a big part in these too. That's why I'm saying don't solo queue, because majority of the time the other team is calming, and if you're solo queuing and your team is dead silent, then you guys aren't gonna know where people are coming from. Yes, you can look at your minimap, which you're always supposed to be looking at your minimap, but the minimap doesn't tell you everything. It tells you a lot. It's like your best friend in this game. It's easier to communicate and tell your teammates what you are doing, so they don't have to keep looking at your minimap just guessing what you are gonna do. This is how you keep people on the same exact page. This is why you hear pros calming all the time. They literally calm every second. They calm everything that they're doing, and it makes the game so much easier for you. I promise you, in the iridescent ranks, everyone is calming 100% of the time, unless they're playing some absolute shitters where they don't need a calm. But even then, they are still calming, bro. I like to know where everyone is gonna be at. I like to know what everyone's doing, just so if they die in a certain situation, I know what to do. In my head, I'm already planning for it. This is a rank where you're gonna need to get a better shot. If you want to get out of diamond, your shot needs to be up there, and you need to start making plays way faster. So start hitting the bot lobbies. Don't be embarrassed about hitting bot lobbies. People play bots all the time. Every single pro shoots bots before they play. A lot of the higher rank shoots bots before they play because they want to keep their fingers warm. They don't want to be all stiff right when they hop into a game, because that's just stupid, right? You're just gonna get shit on if you do that, and you're gonna be like, damn, do I suck? No, you just didn't warm up, and that's just the way of the game. If this did help you out a little bit, I know it's easy to listen to stuff, but it's hard to implement it. So try your best to implement some of these tips, bro, and just see where you're gonna be at, because I know a lot of you guys get to diamond 3 and you might not even play enough to get out of diamond, and that's just a sad reality of it. But I hope you guys do try your best. I want to know what your guys' peak rank is. Comment down below if you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for new, and I'll see you guys next video.